Good morning, my beautiful people. How are you? Oh, look at that prism. Can you see that prism on my headboard? How fantastic is that? I'm still feeling a bit ropey, I'm not going to lie. But welcome to another bedroom guru, hence guru in her bed. I don't know if I'm a guru, but you know what I mean. Nicky Allen. To those who have never met me before, nice to meet you. This is me, without makeup, not brushing my hair, early in the morning. But look at that lovely prism there, right next to me. My little friend, I've just felt inspired to give this quick message because I think it's really powerful. And when I say the word spider, you must go, oh my God, no. Do you know what? I don't kill spiders. I don't, spray them with hairspray, and God knows what other people do with them. I either catch them or just watch them and let them be, because they are, to me, it's almost like karma will come on you if you kill them. They're here to clear our rooms and eat bugs and all sorts of things, and I really love them. Anyway, I've just been out standing in the garden. It's such a beautiful morning here, and I saw a spider just weaving a web, and it reminded me of this like bit of an epiphany I had many years ago when I was watching another spider do the same thing, and I kind of adhere to it, the spider analogy. I think I'm perhaps mentioned it already on here, but I'm going to do you a fresh makeover on it, darlings, because just as I can. Aren't I amazing? I'm joking. I just like making you smile. The spider analogy. When a spider makes its web, it has nothing else on its mind apart from finishing that web. It's intricate, it's strong, it withstands anything that's going to hit it most of the time. And it is a place of safety. And so I kind of liken that to, that's just the postman, by the way. Trying to squidge anything free, can. Is there a ding dong bell? No, it could go through the letterbox. So that they kind of provide this space that's safe, secure, can withstand a lot. And it almost made me feel like how we can adopt that in ourselves is perhaps in our homes or in our own personal hearts, of maintaining strength and, preparing for anything that could hit us or hit the web, And so I kind of feel that the web, they're so strong, aren't they, webs? If you walk through one, you're like, and you're still pulling it out about half hour later. And so, I sometimes think, what's your web doing? How's your web? Is it strong? Is it, is it consistent? Is it made for what you're doing at the moment? Do you kind of get what I mean with this? But it makes more sense in a minute. But it's like, I just check my web. Is it strong? Is my house safe? Is it secure? Is it someplace that I can feel good in? Do I feel that I can be myself? And it's all about respecting, you and your source, how you're feeling, if you're strong, and that you've created things around you that give you strength, And then I remember the first time I watched a spider, all these many moons ago, and what happens is with a spider is what they do is as soon as something hits their web, they're out like a shot, right, from wherever they are. They're out like a shot. And I watched this with this spider. It was on my wing mirror in my car, and I watched it, and it was out like a shot, and it literally looked at what was stuck on the web, right, and it was a bit of ash, and he looked at it. It's when I used to smoke many years ago, because I'd flipped my ash and it'd gone onto the web, and it literally looked at it and threw it off, checked to make sure the web hadn't been damaged, and then scuttled back off. And I was like, wow. And it just brought this huge epiphany to me, right? Which is, in our lives, we basically live in a huge web, okay? It's our security, it's our blanket, whether it's our home, our heart, our soul. And what happens is that when anything hits, or we meet people, or we have certain situations, sometimes we don't check if it's good for our web or not, because let's face it, if something juicy hits that web, like the spider's web, fly or whatever, someone comes across this now, I think I'm mental, right? If a fly hits the web, they look at that and they think, actually, that's going to nourish me, it's going to keep me alive, it's going to make me feel good, I'm having that. So then it wraps it up, and then it takes it away, and then it feeds on it, right? and it checks his web's all okay because of the interference, and then, you know, it's all good, and he's got his you know, he's got his stuff that will feed him. And then if, for instance, like I felt so guilty, but it was bloody huge. I had this spider, like, work for England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, bloody Europe, right? And I woke up and I thought, Jesus Christ, and overnight this spider, you know, I've got loads of large windows and patio door things in my back, one of my back rooms, right? And it had literally gone across the whole window. It was almost like a hammock. And I'm like, oh no, sorry, I can't have that, mate. So I had to take it away. And so I basically ruined his castle. I'd ruined his source of food. I'd ruined his security by doing that. But then later on, I could see him up in the corner rebuilding. Just up in the corner. He obviously thought, well, that didn't work, so I'm going to go up here. Right? And he started rebuilding. My little spider. I love him. I don't particularly like the big, giant, you know, doing dumbbells in the corner going, yeah, I won't even fit in a pint glass, mate. I don't particularly like those ones. But, you know, when you live on your own, you got them, haven't you? At the end of the day, when I lived in Somerset, I was like, the back was the levels and cow fields. And so you got some they had their own boots on, these guys, come walking in going, yeah, I'm here, so you just better put up with it. And I'm like, yeah, I think I will, actually. So I got over my fear of spiders. And so, yeah, he started making this home up in the top of the corner. And can you see what I'm trying to get at? Basically, whatever hits your web, your life, look at it, analyse it. Does it help you? Does it nurture you? Does it feed you, i.e. your soul? Is it good for you? If it isn't, get rid of it that quick. Why hang on to something that doesn't feed you? Why hold on to something that doesn't make you feel, you know, enriched in life? And so the spiders just get rid of it. It's not good for them. However, it's something that's good. They care for it. They look after it. Well, they don't particularly look after it, but you know what I mean. They wrap it in their little webs and they take it off, and then they feed on that to keep them going for survival. It's basically useful. And so what we need to be doing is the useful things in our life we need to nurture, we need to care for, we need to make sure they're there to keep us you know, strong, to keep us nurtured. And so it's a really kind of strong epiphany. Then, you know, the other day, this spider's web that I removed, what do we do when things crash down normally? Oh my God, I can't handle it. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. And we withdraw, and we perhaps go into depression, or we start panicking. We're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? The spider doesn't do that though. It just rebuilds. It's like it doesn't look back and think, oh my God, she's taken my hammock cobweb from the window, the bitch. What am I going to do about it? I hate her. I'm going to spend time hating her. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, right? The spider don't do that. It goes, oh shit, someone's taken my hammock out. It's obviously not working here, and it's obviously going to get attacked again. I've learnt from that. So I'm going to go and rebuild up in the top corner. Perhaps it'll be safer up there. But you know what? If it isn't, so be it. I'll rebuild again. Can you see? Even Tink agrees. I do love Tink. I want Tinkerbell stuff everywhere. So can you see what I'm trying to say? We can learn a lot from nature. It's like, you know, when I look at the seasons, there's always something I learn from the seasons. And one of the things is that they don't hang on to emotion. They don't think about the past and keep hold of their dead leaves because they don't want to leave. They don't want to lose them. They know that they have to drop the leaves to then grow in the spring. They know they've got to do that. They know they've got to die before they grow. They know that they've got to let go of things to then move on. And you know what I'm trying to say is, like with the spider, our emotions and our ego sometimes stop us from having the best, most enriched life we can have. You know, and when we have things that are not great in our life, or things happen that are not too wonderful, don't hang on to them. Look at them, analyse them. Do they help me? Do they enrich me? Do they make me feel good? No, off you trot. You know, whether it's relationships, people, situations, jobs, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Get rid. Don't get emotionally attached to it. Queen of Swords moment. Is this good for me or not? Yes or no? Bin it. I know it's hard. It is hard. But I'm trying to make it as black and white as I can, rather than go into the intricacies of our human emotion system, which is absolute nightmare, isn't it? It buggers everything up, ego and human emotion. However, when I see the spider rebuilding, and then he just, rather than sit there and go, oh, look at what I've lost my hammock, I don't know what I'm going to do now, what am I going to do? And you know, he's not focusing on what's not there, which is what we do with this sense of nostalgia we have, and this sense of we've lost something. You know, again, whether it be a job, house like I did, or 2 houses, or whatever, you know. And it's just I've learned that you can't hang on to things. You can't hang on to things that no longer serve you or in the past. You can learn from them, and anything that's positive from the past that you think, do you know what, I'm never going to do that again, i.e. the spider's never going to put a hammer cobweb in that window again because he realises it's not a great place because it keeps getting moved, just rebuilt in a different location. And it's us rebuild our lives. This wasn't great, so I've got to move on and rebuild it, you know, and just accept the circumstances and walk away from it and start again. So the next time you see a spider, just smile rather than think, okay, slipper, am I going to get it in a glass, or am I going to hairspray it to death? Rather than that, because it is the season for spiders to come in, have a little duvet, and like, I'm in here now, just leave me alone, love, I'm alright, I'll eat flies as long as I can stay here. But think about the analogy, and every time I see a spider now, I always think, do I feel safe, do I feel secure, is everything good in my life, is there anything I need to get rid of, what enriches me, what feeds me, what doesn't feed me, is there any movement that needs to take place, do I need to relocate any thought processes or life plans that I've already planned that aren't working too well, what do I need to do? And I always do it now when I see a spider. I know, I'm not, am I? Do you? That's nice. Okay. Yeah, can we have the white coats, please? Thank you. Yeah. She's talking about spiders and shit. Yeah. But you know, it's another way of spiritual living. You know, this is why, like, with the Prism Living course, but that's why I've done this for you, because appreciating the little things in life and becoming more observant about the things, particularly in nature. Being more observant about nature and the beautiful animal kingdom, and watching how they work and how they live, to me just enhances my spiritual way of being. And it literally, as I walked out and I saw this beautiful spider, he's just working away just between my bush, and I've got a little Buddha under there, or big Buddha. But he's just making a nice little web there, and it just brought this up for me. And sorry, I'm burping. It's only tea, for God's sake. It's only herbal tea. Whatever's going on. And it just inspired me to want to share this analogy with you, and perhaps try and adopt it. Okay, anyway, it's just my thought of the day. I hope it helps some people. Again, you know, it's like Georgina, and I had Wendy send me the most amazing email about how well the Archangel Michael guided meditation helped her. I just get so overwhelmed. I do these simple little things sitting in my bed in my PJs. And you love it. It really helps you, and that's what I'm really pleased about. Look how tired I look. Oh my God. Relapses are a total bitch, but then, you know, I find the positives in it. I find the positives in what I can do, and one of them is doing these for you. Because if I can help one person have a better day, I'm feeling happy as a pig in poo. Think on it. Think on it, the spider analogy, and let me know what you think. Again, like, share, subscribe, as I'm supposed to say after every video. Let me know what you think about this, and I hope I've kind of got it across as clear as I can. Be the spider. Get rid of the shit. Keep the good stuff. And if you've got to move on, do it. That's in a nutshell. I could have done that and you could have a 3-minute video. Anyway, have a fabulous day. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for your ever. It's never ceasing, actually. It's a never ceasing amount of support and your comments. I love it all. And it makes me feel good when I'm stuck in a relapse. So much love to you all. Keep going, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye now.